Jane, yeah, a lot of the focus now turns to legislation that was signed into law last year. It is in the federal court system right now, and some believe it could be officially enacted by next week. Pro-life supporters in Greenville Friday morning held sign abortion clinic. Some Republican lawmakers sharing that excitement after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade.
I didn't think I would ever live to see it. I really didn't. My message to the people of the state would be ultimately now the decision is in the hands of those of us you elect in Columbia, and that really is the vision of the founders.
Planned Parenthood South Atlantic wasn't surprised, but disappointed.
It really is just a political game. And I would say that women's lives and their families' lives are not games, and they shouldn't be subject to the whims of politics.
The South Carolina Attorney General filed a motion Friday to remove a stay on a law restricting abortion in South Carolina. The fetal heartbeat law, signed last year, it outlaws any abortion if a heartbeat is detected, which medical officials say can happen at 6 weeks. Exceptions include rape, incest, or if the mother's life is in danger.
We expect them to rule quickly. We don't know if it'll be today or not. Hopefully it'll be next week at least.
It could set the groundwork for a ban on abortion before 6 weeks.
We need to craft a law that protects those babies as well now that Roe is gone. So the ad hoc committee I've been appointed to chair is going to take that issue up probably the week after, or maybe the same week as the 4th of July, and start working on that. We're trying to set a date as we speak.
Planned Parenthood said it will take women from South Carolina to North Carolina to get an abortion if they can't get one in South Carolina.
There's nothing fair or right about that when an embryo takes precedence over a fully grown, living human person. But that's exactly what the legislature will do. A fertilized egg will have more rights than I do.
Planned Parenthood is also recommending women take pregnancy tests more often, and so much of what happens next really hinges on this fetal heartbeat law and whether it makes it out of the court system. Jane.